Nightly News spoke to 4 Guyanese women on the front lines of the COVID-19 crisis, in keeping with the theme of this year's International Women's Day, Women in Leadership, Achieving an Equal Future in a COVID-19 World. For Dr. Grace White, an internal medicine specialist, the journey to becoming a medical doctor was not a stroll in the park. Initially, the hurdles were so challenging that she was forced to take a brief hiatus from studying, but Dr. White did not allow them to stop her. She braved the proverbial storm and continued with her academic studies. That decision has undoubtedly saved the lives of scores of Guyanese since this year she celebrates 20 years as a doctor. Reflecting on her journey, Dr. White urged young women to take the leap of faith, aim high, dream big, and never give up.
I want to encourage young girls, set your goals. If being a doctor is what you want to do, don't be daunted by the number of years of study. Those years are going to go by anyway. They're going to go by whether you do what you want to do, or even if you don't do that, they will still go by. So at the end of the day, you want to know that you have accomplished what is in your heart to accomplish.
The doctor also encouraged young women to make their health their utmost priority. She stressed the need for young girls and women to do annual checkups while practicing healthy lifestyles. Hailing from Kokwani on the Berbice River, medical technologist nurse Nicola Boston made the crucial decision to leave her home decades ago to reside permanently in Georgetown. She credits who she is today to her family's decision to relocate. However, Boston stated that there are many young girls who are not as fortunate as her and are forced to settle.
So most times what happens when women are finished from there is either two things. You become a housewife, you make children, or whose parents can afford it will send them out to either Linden or Georgetown for better schooling. Or sometimes the government may offer scholarships. Those who are very lucky will take that opportunity and will come out and afford it themselves with.
Nurse Boston called for more resources to be directed to Kokwani and other communities outside of Region 4. This, she posited, will better the lives of many young girls with great potential. Meanwhile, Nalini Prasad Duncan shared a similar story, where she too had to leave Essequibo to develop her passion as a nurse. Some 17 years later, it is a decision she does not regret. However, being a single mother of 2 and balancing her life as a frontline worker has its challenges. Nevertheless, the junior department supervisor of the maternity ward reminded women of their unmeasurable strength as she urged them to keep bettering themselves.
As a woman, I can tell you that there are many challenges. For me, one of them at the moment is being a single parent. But we have to cross those hurdles every day. And as you move ahead on those challenges, that is when you recognize how strong you are. And each one of us are unique and special.
During her 19 years as a VCT counselor tester, Raynette Fraser-Blackett picked up that the main issue affecting women is the lack of self-esteem. She opined that this largely contributes to women contracting sexually transmitted diseases and even staying in abusive relationships.
You find young girls have low self-esteem or none at all, including some big women. The self-esteem is very low. It's like a blame game where anything that happens to them, they blame it on themselves for happening. So if they're in an abusive relationship, they say, man, it's because of me attitude. It's me way, man, make my husband beating me or he treating me this way.
She encouraged mothers to raise their daughters with more love. She called on women also to be their sister's keeper and to be kind to each other. First celebrated in 1911, Guyana and the world over observes International Women's Day on March 8 annually. It highlights how far women have come in society and celebrates the tremendous achievements by women and girls in shaping an equal future. For the HGP Nightly News, I'm Elle Griffith.